Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters Edition World Championship Tournament 2006. Finale of the finales. I continue to be Jimmy and I am currently looking up how to do the final jewel puzzles. So you'll just bear with me for a second. And I'll be right with you. Let's see, I think we got up to that. Yeah. Was the GameCube controller? Yeah, running a bit late today as I was embarrassingly I lost track of time owing to the fact that I was organising my Pokemon Go storage. Yeah, it's got to be done at some point. Let's see where to start. So we've had a lot of things going on. That was just a deck I've been trying to get chain on. It's not working too well. However, it works in a sense, but it's not been doing too well. RNG and whatnot. And this is, I guess, the last look we'll get at the deck I've mainly been using. It underwent a little bit of modification. I think I took out a World Magical Library and put in an additional Magician of Faith. I didn't like how in certain situations I would have like both Magician of Faith and Pot of Avarice rather discarded at once. It would kind of leave me buggered in certain situations. So I had another one, and then well, Magical Library, it was okay if you started out with one and kind of got your momentum rolling for your draw power, but having two is a bit cloggy, and I don't know, it just ended up being like, more often than not, you'll get into a position where the opponent can't do anything, your cards just stack up in your hand, and I often found that the first thing I was going to discard was a World Magical Library, so I took one of them out. Other than that, I think it's mainly the same. Surprised I've only got one Spirit Reaper in here. I would probably consider taking a Skeleton out and putting another Spirit Reaper, but that's my farming method. You're welcome to use it or modify it if you so wish. I don't know where to look next. I'll start in Free Jewel because unlocking the jewel puzzles, I've had to battle a few people a few times, so now every opponent, for the most part, has been jeweled up to 10 wins, with the exception of level 5. You'll actually notice that we've unlocked the bottom row, final, well, I say final, there's spoilers, there's going to be a couple more people popping up hopefully in the stream. Stronghold, Sacred Phoenix and Sideward. I mean, this was kind of spoiled during the survival duel anyway, but this is the order. I want to say did Stronghold become unlocked at like 60% maybe completion, total completion. And then these guys came in like intervals of 10 afterwards, so 70 and 80 maybe. That seems about right. Yeah, so these are unlocked on your total percentage of completion. Speaking of which, we should probably let's see. We'll look at the jewel puzzle briefly, and then we'll back out and then come back into everything. This is where we're up to, and I don't think there's any more duel puzzles after this. We'll be tackling them today. We're looking at a limited duel. I've been awfully busy. Yeah, so apparently these aren't complete yet. Probably there's going to be another one or so after this, but it's not unlocked yet. Theme Duel. God damn it, I hate these with a passion. Okay, so these are always going to be the most annoying thing, I think, of all the things to unlock and complete. The Ritual Summon one, despite being that far up, that was arduous beyond all belief. I think this should have been put down the list and then replaced with the Fusion one, because the Fusion one, while itself was difficult, was nowhere near as bad as this. It didn't help that I don't have that many ritual cards. So I was kind of using a funny recycling engine, given that I don't have exchange of spirits. I think that trap card is where you put you make your graveyard, your deck, your graveyard. So I've been running like multiple pots of greed and magician of faiths and stuff, which is okay. It got the job done, but it was reliant on me, rather than my opponent not drawing Nobleman of Crossout, because that just buggers us up the whole like beyond belief. Draw, I was surprised I got done in the manner I did. This one I used Cyberstein to cheat out Cyber End Dragon. Got both me and my opponent low, and then kind of like helped a little bit with burn cards such as Tremendous Fire, and then used Rings of Destruction. Is it Ring of Destruction that's the banned one? The one that's not banned, like the light version, which burns for 1,000 each and then destroys a monster. I'm misusing that card. Anyhow, I think if I recall, like some of these I did quite a while ago. That one's easier, just use Exodia. Again, easy, yeah. Remove monsters by effect. That one, yeah, it was kind of difficult from what I recall, considering sometimes it wouldn't. What it classes removing by effect was a bit. So you need to like double check these and whatnot when you activate something. Check that it's actually gone through. Speaking of which, I actually found out there's a way to check how your progress for these things in the duel. I might have to show that off actually. Special summon B was okay. The token one looks like I had an easy go of it, but that was again annoying as all hell. Wait, was it the token one? No, the token one was easy. It's the one where it wasn't monsters, which just so happened to use tokens. Union was hella fun. Using XYZ, ooh, loved it. Quick spell, that one was more difficult because you have to do it during your opponent's turn, so you can't just spam MST and stuff like that. Final countdown was fun. Like, the thing about these puzzles as well, and the wording on some of it, the wording is horrendous. So 20 turns on this is actually 20 turns, but the I'll just skip ahead to it. Victory in 5 turns. That's 5 turns overall, and then wait, no, I'm getting mixed up here. That was actually 20 turns overall, but there's some instances where it's like the one I've been trying to do at the moment, which is I'll show you when you get to that. Dex Destruction easy is Victory Dragon. I got lucky with this one, I feel. It just took us a while to draw the actual dragon and get it low enough. This one was annoying. I managed to get off Delta Hurricane a couple times actually just to get the board, but yeah, some of these decks use, I'm not going to say mirror decks because they use a similar theme, but which in turn makes it quite difficult. This is never going to get done because it is impossible to do. However, the victory requirements, they work. You can win via activating Huge Revolution, but it just doesn't mark as complete. So that's the reason this game can't be 100%ed. That's the reason it'll only max out at 95%. It's also the reason why I'm cutting it short, because that can't be exactly 100% this thing. This one I just kind of... This took a lot of grinding. I got lucky with like stuff like Snatch Steal and just attacking over stuff. Magnet Power's okay. Fuck this one. This could have been done so much easier, but unfortunately Time Wizard requires a coin flip, and apparently my opponent took all my luck up, because whenever they activated Time Wizard's effect, not to summon Dark Magician or anything, just to fuck with me, and they always destroyed my monsters. Every time I activated my Time Wizard's effect, I also destroyed my monsters, not the opponent's. So Sorry, my mouth's a bit dry. Water. Whoa. Grenmaju Turbo. Most of these were done with Grenmaju in mind. I just haven't tried this one yet. I don't know. Tribute Summon, Fog Engine, easy. I've only just done this one last night. Wasn't too bad. It just took a bit with like. I eventually figured out that I needed to put some attack prevention in just so I don't get run over by these like higher level of fours early on. If they get like something, I don't know, like a lightning vortex, which happened quite a lot. Tunes was somewhat fun. Again, you kind of cack yourself that your Toon World card's going to get popped every turn. Counter, I've not tried. Destiny board. Went a lot smoother than I thought. Not gonna lie, I think I only did one attempt at this and it was... I didn't get any negation, didn't get any destruction. Perfect. But I can imagine how this would be annoying. Especially because I'm rather reliant on back row and stuff. Again, I probably did that one with Grenmaju. This was quite frustrating. Well, not frustrating. What's the word I'm looking for? Getting nervous, I suppose. Like trying to muster all your pieces. Like by that time, I think both me and my opponent were close to decking out on the 43rd turn. So like I was like really trying to not choke and click the wrong thing. I think the reason I actually won is because I didn't want to attack anything because I was low on life points. Excuse me, and didn't want to magic cylinder or anything, so I just let the opponent deck out. These ones weren't too bad. My veil took a bit longer than the other two. Look this one. So this one says form 5 chains. It doesn't mean form a chain 5 times. It means form a chain of 5. And that makes it like 20 times harder than it needs to be. The most I've got is I can sometimes consistently get 4, but I just don't have the cards for it. I've managed to recently look Skull Guardian, I think. So I've got one copy of that in the deck you saw at the start, but again, this one was difficult for just like wanting to cack yourself every time a removal option came up. Fun fact, because they're using Gate Guardian monsters as well, if you do lose a key piece, you can always snatch, steal, or brain control them, theirs, and then summon your own Gate Guardian with their monsters, which is what I ended up doing, as I only have, I think, one Sweden. Serious damage, I think. Again, I used Grenmaju. My turn monsters with effects wasn't too bad. This one I thought was going to be the worst one trying it because, well, I don't know. It took us a while. Like I was using E-Heroes because I was using E-Heroes. Again, you can steal their pieces and use them as combo pieces, but that can swing around awfully quick if it gets the right pieces and just really put it up the butt. So RNG is important for that one. Again, Grenmaju, and this one was interesting-ish. Again, nerve-wracking, just making sure you had everything. I've got to say, I only recently found out you can actually check in match that how far your progress is going. So I was just like scanning the graveyard, just making sure everything was right before stopping or anything. Thunder was fun, I suppose. In the last one, Dark's Columbian Coordination. Again, this was one of the ones where really bottom of the wire. In fact, I'm just gonna God damn it. I'm showing off the I don't know what button it's gonna be on here. Sad. See. Because it's where's the select button on the GameCube controller? Let's try. There we go. So select on the GBA / SP controller. I'll bring up the current status of the duel. On GameCube, it's Y. I don't know if X works as well. X also works. Fantastic. Oh, fuck a duck. Am I gonna have to reset? Just shoots me for being, shows me for being educational lava. Okay, there's the reset button. Wait. Here we go. Bling. Good old water. Right, let's see. As for card packs, I don't think I've got a lot of DP, so it might not be. Yeah. Percentages on these has improved quite a lot. I would have liked to save them up, but because of the theme jewels, you really want to be trying to max these packs out to get certain key pieces. I've had to use the exchange DP for like the code mechanic that they've got to get certain pieces like Pot of Avarice, a couple other things as well, like Morphin Jar. So these were unlocked from, I think this is 15 wins in survival mode. This is 20. Fairy collection, we now have access to Dragon collection, 2 sets of warrior collections, 2 sets of fiend collections, 2 sets of machine collections, 2 sets of spellcaster collections, a zombie, 2 sets of special monsters, with these being Toon Spirit and Union monsters, these being level elemental hero monsters and some other little surprises. We've got a reverse collection, an LP collection, 2 special summon collections. Oh, excuse me, 3. This was not here when I checked yesterday. 1000 DP a pack though, bloody hell. And it doesn't, I'm not really that invested in getting it, especially if Neo Purple Man's on the fucking front. Equipment collection, continuous spell collection, A and B, quick play, let's see, direct damage collection, direct damage, direct attack, monster destroy collection, finally all normal monsters, all effects, all fusions, all traps. We might see some other ones pop up with the collection getting completed, we shall see. I don't know if it's an intended mechanic, but when I was doing these, every time I got a set of packs opened, it would give me a new normal monster. So this 100% came rather quickly. I don't know if it's actually intended, although the last set of 10 that I got, I think I only needed 1 card, and then when you do get it, it comes up with the new and stuff. That 1 monster that I needed was in every single pack, at least once. So I think that might be an intended mechanic. I don't know if it works for these ones though. And again, you'd have to save up a lot of monies to do check that out. Looking over the collection status at the start. This is what we're currently dealing with. Hopefully Jewel Puzzle is going to be Jewel Puzzle will be 100 by the end of this. Let's see about Limited Jewel and Theme Jewels. Trying to get this, I think I want to get to 95%, and I'm not sure on how it's going to work out, but without further ado, let's actually get into some gameplay. Jewel Puzzle, Jewel Puzzle, Jewel Puzzle, Jewel Puzzle. And I will quickly Alt-Tab so I can figure out what to do here. And by figure out, I mean just blatantly copy. Activate the effective Cyber Laser Dragon and target itself. This means we can now, because of having no monsters on the field and the opponent having 2 more, we can special summon Cyber Dragon in face-up attack position. We shall then activate No, wait, no, we normal summon Proto Simon Cyber Dragon in face up attack position. And then we activate for on generator unit. Summoning Cyber Laser Dragon. Wait, oh, do we tribute both? We tribute both, okay. We have to choose the one in graveyard or the deck. Use the one in the deck, okay. Activate the effect of Cyber Laser Dragon, selecting Master of Dragon Soldier. Yeah. Activate Call of the Haunted, selecting Proto Cyber Dragon. And then I'm guessing we're chaining Infernal Reckless Summon. Yaha. And then I think all we've got left to do here is activate Power Bond. Select Proto Cyber Dragon and 2 Cyber Dragons. To summon. Wait. Yeah, we go for Cyber and Dragon. 1, 2, 3. Attack position. And then it's just going to be a case of attacking for game. Yeah, just double checking. Fun fact about the draw one, the draw theme duel. I put Powerbomb in as like a way. I was like, well, I put 2 Master of Oz in, and I'll put Cyber and Dragon in. I'll also put Powerbomb in because that means I just burn myself 400. Neglected to put in any Cyber Dragons, so I didn't actually. It didn't actually come up. I always got Cyberstein before I got Power Bond, and I was like, we'll just go with Cyberstein, why not? Let's see. Next up, Hero's Farewell. This is the previous one was so much so down that's unlocked after 130 jewels in free jewel. This is Hero's Farewell, which is unlocked after 130 games in free jewels mode. Winning this turn, and we've got a lot of stuff going on here. So first off, we want to activate Monster Reincarnation. We are going to be discarding Full Salvo and selecting Elemental Hero Burst Dentrix, which will get added to the hand. Now activate Polymerization. Yeah, everyone's favorite Flame Wingman. Then we normal summon Sparkman. We set Chiffonian Blast and activate Giant Trunade. Oh wait, no, we set Giant Trunade. My mistake. Which I believe will act as special summon Bubbleman, but I don't know if we do that yet. No, we do that there. We're going to special summon in attack mode, funnily enough. Now it's on the field, and that's when we activate Giant Trunade. Tornado. We flip summon the Magician of Faith. We select Bubble Illusion. And then we activate said Bubble Illusion. Scrolling. Let's see. Okay, I think on the right track here. We're going to attack with Flame Wingman. Which, let's see. Do I activate this now, or we activate Chiffonian Blast? Which will get rid of Marshmallow. Marshmallow is destroyed. Just pop everything. Oh no, we don't have enough damage on board. But then we activate Thunder Crash. That should be the game. 900. Lovely, lovely. Lovely clear bonus. Next up, a trio of sheep. This is unlocked after dueling 150 times in free duel. I've got to point out as well, some of these guides that I've been using are still incomplete after 16 years. So some of these things are like in the theme duels I've unlocked, but I'm not unsure of how they've unlocked, which is the same as the people who have been making these guides apparently. So I don't know if it's based on percentages or stuff, but yeah, again, this is another case of a game getting coverage but not enough coverage. Oh, it's Akairyu Gondola, but crushed the Gandra. Okay, what was it? Lancer Dragon. There was a Lancer Dragon is in this game, but they translated it as Vancer Dragon because again, Nihon Honyaku wa musukashi da ne. You can't translate shit from Japanese. Let's see. Trio Sheep, yep. Activate Lightning Vortex, discarding Mercuria, this Destroyer. You're not going to see this anytime soon in an actual duel because Mercuria is banned. Let's see. Next we activate Ultimate Offering, but we don't activate its effect. We can do this because we discarded Mercuria. Next we activate Monster Reincarnation to discard Glen Margio. And then we summon Mercuria. Yaha. And then normal summon that. And we'll change Gear Golem to attack position. Don't activate its effect, for the love of Christ. Enter the battle phase. Attack with everybody. Do not activate Ojama Trio yet. Yes. Now we activate Ojama Trio. Then we enter main phase 2. Activate Ultimate Offering. We summon Akairyu Gondola by tributing any monsters. And yeah, I think we activate our effect here. Due to the Ojama token's effect, and they're going to lose exactly 900 life points. GG. Booyah. What's the next one? Someone's picked a hell of a time to do some maintenance outside. Next up is Splendivorous Dance. Do I have to shut my window? I think I have to shut my window. Hold on. Sounds like someone's got a shitty chainsaw going. I thought it was a scooter at first, because there's a couple of them around, but at least with a scooter, they would have buggered off by now. But now it seems like they're doing maintenance outside with a electric chainsaw. Okay, back to this. Where were we? Splendorous Dance unlocked after 160 duels. Start off by activating MST and destroying Mirror Force. Next we flip summon Apprentice Magician and Lady Ninja Yay. You don't have to worry about effects, owing to the fact that skill drain is on the field. Enter the battle phase. Attack Troop Dragon with Linda, fucking Ninja Lady. It's from now on I'm calling this card Linda. Fucking hell. Let's see. That's according to Keikaku. And because that effect goes up in the graveyard. Yep. Because of all-out attack, we now have the ability to attack into Troop Dragon. Am I doing this right? No, we take the L, but because again it goes off in the graveyard, we can special summon Hurricane. I don't know if that's a good translation or not, so I think it's Hurricane and Gale, and then Hurricane is supposed to be a shitty translation of just Hurricane. I think that works. Let's see. Activate Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi, attributing Lady Ninja Yay to return skill drain from the field to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Bye bye Linda. Bye bye Skull Shrine. Activate Desert Sunlight, which flips everything up. And Wind's effect is now gonna kick in. And I believe we just attack for game. Yep, nothing else is gonna pop up. The reason you go for Hurricane is because of the damage. We are. Another one ticked off the list. The Revenge of Xian. This is unlocked after 170 jewels in free jewel mold. Let's see. So this is based on samurais and dragons by the looks of things, which is fairly cool. Let's see, I think. Yes, so it looks like we're going to have to start by flip summoning one Tetsu, and we select Chiffonian Alliance. Good to see it's there. Flip summon the other Kotetsu and select Samehada. Is it Samehada? Salamandra. I'm thinking fucking anime. In my Japanese, goddammit. Activate Xian Spy and select an Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu, which will, I think, put it on the other side of the field. As expected. Flip summon Kage Ningen, or Shadow Man. Activate the League of uniform nomenclature. Selecting Kageningen. 2 Kageningen will be special summoned to your side of the field in face-up attack position. We have to then tribute summon a metal armored bug by tributing our remaining Kotetsu and a Kageningen. Okay. Activate a rival appears. Select Blue Eyes White Dragon and special summon Tyrant Dragon. Face up attack position. Activate the Book of Moon and put Blue Eyes face down. Then we activate Molten Destruction. We equip Salamandra to Pengabito Shien. We equipped Chiffonian Alliance to a Kageningen. Bloody hell, this is extensive, isn't it? Okay, we're in the battle phase. Attack Blue Eyes White Dragon with Tenkabito Xian. Which doesn't give a shit about trap cards. We attack the Obnoxious Guard with Tyrant Dragon. We then attack again with Tyrant Dragon on Kotetsu. And then it looks like we just attack for game. Phew. Ayo. Another one bites the dust. Okay, next up is Match Point. It's unlocked after 180 matches in free duel mode. Oh, Tyrant Dragon, welcome back. As is Paladin of White Dragon for a Blue Eyes representative. This looks like it could be annoying. Okay, how do we start this one out? Flip summon Tornado Bird. Okay. We select Sakuretsu Armor and Bottomless Trap Hole. Trap Hole will of course be activated. Destroying Tornado Bird. Now, do I chain this bit here or? Apparently, but chaining it just for the sake of chaining it. Of course, Collapse here is, I believe, known as Shrink. Again, I think this is the card which was just getting imported at the time. Hence the translation. Activate White Dragon Ritual, tributing Tyrant Dragon. So we get out good old Paladin here. We activate Premature Burial next and equip it to Goblin Attack Force. And then we're going to fucking immediately get rid of it. Spend 800 to get 2,300, not bad. Normal summon Harpy Girl. Okay. Interesting play. And then we're gonna enter the battle phase with this as our setup. Okay. Attack Stone Aztec with what? This is suicide, but whatever. But it turns out we're going to be chaining damage condenser. And we discard a card. Oh, look at that bird. Saying hello again. To our good old friend Tyrant Dragon. I'm also trying to like look at the screen and talking to the mic, which is very difficult. I should probably just move my laptop, but yeah, I'm stupid. Okay, we've got Tyrant Dragon out. And we attack Ultimate Obedient Fiend with Paladin because of its effect. It's going to destroy it instantaneously. Activate Windstorm of Etokwa. What does that even do? Ah, this is why I should pay attention to the screen. Silly bid me. I went with stupid and silly and came out with silly. Blah 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 blah. Tyrant Dragon. Nope. Tyrant Dragon again. And then Blade Knight for the win. GG. Not many puzzles left here. Next up, Riddle Challenge. This is unlocked, you guessed it, after dueling 190 times in free duel mode. So, okay, this is gonna be interesting. We've got a lot of attribute boosters and a lot of different attributes to deal with here. That's Great Spirit. No, that's a support. That's a card that came out with the Auxilia deck, didn't it? Or Exod. Okay, what are we doing here? Normal summon Bladefly in attack position. And then immediately enter the battle phase. Okay, this is interesting. Attack Neo Bug with Jinzo. Boy. Chain anything? And that's it for the battle phase. Okay. And then main phase 2. Lit Penguin Soldier selecting Jinzo. Is it just Jinzo? Apparently so. Activate the effect of Ultimate Offering. Normal summon Little Chimera. Activate Fu Lin Ka-Zan. So we can draw 2 cards. I believe this is a reference to Shingen Takeda. I'm not entirely sure. What am I doing here? Drawing 2 cards. Oh look, another tribute booster. Activate Mystic Walk, tributing Little Chimera, selecting its attack. Why? Next up, activate the effect of Ultimate Upwing to tribute summon Catapult Turtle by tributing Bladefly. Activate the effect of Great Spirit, flipping it into face down defense position. Flip summon Great Spirit and see what next. I've lost my place. Selecting itself. Okay, what next? Ultimate Offering to summon Miles Radiant. Activate the effect of Catapult Turtle, selecting Great Spirit. Next up, activate Ultimate Offering again to get Starboy out in attack position. I believe it seems like we are destined to be tributing the Penguin next. Let's see, summon Starboy, activate the effect of Ultimate Offering again, selecting Jinzo by tributing Miles. Okay. And then is it just tribute everything else to win? Looks like it. Making sure of course. Making sure of course to tribute Catapult Turtle last. Else you be fucking oneself in the arse. Well, you know, you can just use like Dark Hole and Heavy Storm. Fuck this, like. Ooh, this next one looks a bit long. Last up, Interdimensional Invitation. We've got a whole lot of everything going on there by the looks of things. Funnily enough, this is unlocked after dueling 200 times in free duel. Winning this term. Fucking hell, what's going on here? We've got some Dark Worlds, Karibos, Skill Drain. Oh no, this is a bad time to get hiccups. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Fucking hell. Who runs a deck like this? This is not practical. Helios. You could see the deck. Yeah, yes. I can't think of the last time I haven't seen this as like tier 0. Fucking hell, Jesus. Okay, how do we deal with this convoluted bullshit? Activate MST, destroying Mirror Force. Probably going to take some damage here from Curse of Darkness. Activate Dust Tornado to destroy Skill Drain. Flip summon Heroes Shadow Scout. Activate Ultimate Offering to summon Zolga. Have I skipped a few steps? I think I've skipped a few steps here. Activate Mystic Walk. Let's see if I can do these in a particular order. Attack. Summon Ancient Gear Beast. Hero. Next we're going to activate Ultimate Offering again to get the Ancient Sun Helios. His attack position, yes. Tribute summon Dark Magician of Chaos by tributing Zolga and the Ancient Sun Helios. And you can probably guess this is also why Ultimate Offering is banned. Let's see. And we activate MST and get that from the graveyard to our hand. Thanks to Zolga, we get some life points. We are now going to destroy Wildspread Ruin. We've said MST. And activate Card Destruction. Looking a bit low on life points. Ugh, where are we at now? Activate Ultimate Offering. Back on. Tribute summon Helios Duo Megista by tributing Banisher of Light. Battle phase. We get rid of the Noble Manny of Bug with Ancient Gear Beast with its effect. Get rid of Mechanical Hound with Dark Magician of Chaos. What was that thing's effect though? And what an effect. Fucking fantastic Archfiend support. Wait, not Archfiend. What is it? Is it Archfiend? I've been out of the game for so long, anyhow. Yeah, I'm just guessing we attack for game here. Infernity? Maybe. And there's an archetype which focuses on having no cards in the hand. Now on my screen, on the laptop it says clear bonus of 1,000, but for some reason I think we've got an extra bonus for clearing it of 5,730. I don't fucking know. Okay, let's look at the status page. Ooh, 94. Okay. So that might mean we need to do another limited duel or theme duel, which I wasn't looking forward to. Let's see if we've unlocked an additional limited duel. We have. Refer to the September 3rd ban list. Well, let's see if we can't. I think I've still got a deck saved for this. Take out the Gravity Goodbye. Challenge. I could go and check whether or not this is okay. It does not meet the deck limits. So something I've got in there was banned during deck edit. Which of these is most likely to be banned? They wouldn't have limited Magician of Faith, right? What else do I put in here instead? I have a feeling a Mask of Darkness might help. This is assuming, of course, that it makes the deck viable for the challenge itself. And again, we can't just click up to go down, because look at me. Deck does not meet the deck limits. September 2003 Forbidden List. Bear with me a second, for we are going into a thing we've not looked into before. I think we want to click on here. September 2003. And this shows all the limited and or banned cards. Let's have a look. Fucking hell, you're allowed Peaceful Charity. You're allowed fucking Harpy's Feather Dusters. What the fuck is this ban list? Jesus, that's look at all these cards, blooming hell. But yeah, so that would have been it. I think now if we click on here we can edit deck. Did anything change? I think what happened is I had 2 Upstart Goblins in here in my side deck, which I was using to sift through and filter stuff out. So the deck itself was okay. I don't know if I want to put in Messenger of Peace back in. Fuck it, we'll try it without. We'll maybe consider putting it back in if we don't get this on the first few tries. Yeah, so upon first reading these September lists and a description, like my opinion, or what I thought it was trying to insinuate, was you had to exclusively use cards that were on the list. It's trying to figure out ways how to put banned cards in my deck and stuff and everything, and it turns out it means you just can't use those cards that were featured on it at all, even if they were like limited or semi-limited. But everything else is free game. I can see why this is last if I'm going to be facing off against Regeki and fucking Feather Dusters. Oh no. And that's why Delinquent Duo is banned. Jesus Christ. At least we're going to be in a position where we can put that in the defense mode. Well, that's no bueno. I'm gonna keep Symmetry there until I need it. I only have 2 giant germs. Interesting. See if I can't break a pop-up counter. It's not looking good. Okay. I have to plan things out again. Oh, bollocks. Tell you what, I'm gonna need a fucking good magic card here. That's salt in the wounds, isn't it? I'd argue it's a good magic card, just not one that was particularly a good one for that situation. And of course, we can't surrender because it's not turn 10. Pardon me. Let's try this again. And for those wondering why I didn't put another giant germ in, it's a good question. Right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and bait out Feather Duster again. And we'll be saving those tremendous fires for I don't know. I was gonna save them for having Darkroom Nightmare or Nightmare, whatever it is, but it means they're gonna get discarded anyway due to Delinquent Duo. I might as well just pop them now. Leans over for Skittles of Encouragement. It's a really big pack, like. So we didn't bait out Delinquent Duo. I'm going to save that Solar Flare Dragon in case I can cheat it out with another fire type. And that's a ban card too. It's not a ban card which, if I'm around this area, which recovers your life points by about 6,000, isn't it? That's the thing about this deck as well. It can brick heavily. Which you're seeing right now. But fucking hell. And when it works, it works. I'm expecting to get Yatta locked one of these. Still not turn 10. Nom. I think what I need here is either swords. Well, wait, no, swords isn't in this deck because it's still not turned to hand. Goddamn. I shouldn't have activated that just in case I did survive, because I'm not going to have enough life points to activate anything from the hand afterwards. Given me. This game is taking the piss. The Spirit Reaper might help. Maybe. We'll have another go before looking at the list and see what is limited and what's not, and then I just deck accordingly, because if I can use stuff like Dark Hole, cushy. Arguably, what I could have done here was wait, no, it's first turn, I can't attack anyway. I was going to say, should have summoned Raging Flamespite and attacked for the 1000 boost before putting down Toll. That's not how that works. I know it's unprofessional, but I fucking love Skittles. Ooh. Fuck. Now I know I've got 3 of these guys. Hold on, let's see. 2k, 3k, 4k. Not enough. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it squeals, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. MSD. I'm actually going to flip these to try and protect Raging Flamespite so we can get its attack up. So hopefully what will happen, it will go for the softer targets for quote unquote more damage. But it'll just give me LP anyway, so I don't know. This could be the game, it might not be. Still have to deal with potential Regeki and Dark Hole type shenanigans. There's also Mirror Force to consider, which I thought about. An expectance of that. The reason I didn't put the other Momonga in defense is because I want the attack bait again. But also I wanted the backup from Mirror Force. I'm sorry, what? What the fuck was that? This looks like it could be GG. Fucking 6 cents, what's this? Fucking hell, that's good. No, that's bad. Fucking hell. I haven't heard of that one before though. That's phenomenal draw power. Ew. Celebratory skills. And I'm guessing by the odd number, that means we've completed that list as well. Boy. %, 100% on dual and limited. That's what I was aiming for. Now, I'm so unprofessional, I'm sorry. I'll finish this mouthful and have a drink of water. Ooh. Ooh, taste the rainbow though. Ooh. Ooh. That went down the wrong way. Ooh. Now, we've still got a little bit there. Ooh. I believe at 95%. Scroll down here. We've got some special opponents here. So you can duel yourself, and that is a mirror match by the looks of it. Or you can duel copycat, and you can actually program in, if you just build a deck, if you've got access to the cards, you can actually practice against yourself if you do not have the cards IRL, or if you don't have actual people to practice against, which is, it's a really nice feature. Kind of, I suppose, if you're just gonna, depends if you can get DP off dual response of this. As I guess that would be a really easy way to farm shit. But yeah, because you just put in like a bunch of normal monsters, and then I don't know, you've got a couple of gravity binds in yours and stuff, and yeah, make the game far too easy. So yeah, that's a really good idea there. Let's have a look at get cards. See if we've got any new surprises here. I imagine we might. New here. Or here. Or here. We keep going. Last page. And we do have something here, all spells. I think there's also an all cards pack, which I've just not unlocked yet. But I'm guessing that's like 100% or something that you unlock that. Whew. Well, I think that's going to be calling it to the end now. Although I think, like, I don't really have a DP for it. Let's see, how many? What's a good one? I'm gonna see how much those special packs are, and then we'll just open them, maybe. From survival mode. I'll tell you what I'll do. We're gonna take the Exodia deck out for one last. Oh, I need to fucking do the ban list again. Bloody. Nope. This is how you input certain ban lists and whatnot and unlock stuff. It's this one. Wait, no, this one. That looks a bit more familiar, thank you. Deck edit. Yeah, so you can tell which has got banned cards in from the format they're in because it'll yellow out the deck. If I didn't explicitly mention that before. X gonna give it to you. What? You gonna give it to you? X gonna give it to you. Open up the doors, deal. It'd be funny if I lose these now. We might as well continue on with where we are. We're gonna get to was it 20k or something like that, and then like a nice even packed number. Okay, so for starters, Pyramid Turtle should do the job. Not got a lot of back row support. From my experience with this opponent, it suits you a lot better if you're on the defense. The deck has access to removal, just not a lot of it, and it has a lot of trouble getting over the likes of Spirit Reaper. But you know, I can just eat shit. Fuck it out. Should have got Vampire Lord out for now. Came out to get a couple last digs in at me. Oof. Who do I want to add? I was debating between Tsukiyomi and this card, but I feel I want to have a little bit of presence, which I would have been able to get rid of some of these cards, but my field would be empty owing to Tsukiyomi being a spirit. But you gotta admit the music's pretty damn dope. Hell yeah. Now if only I could get some spell cards on the go. Now speaking of the devil of Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi is such a good card. It's basically been my one out to like every deck. It's like, I need extra draw power, Tsukiyomi. Yeah, beat over something with less than 1000 defense, Tsukiyomi. Such a good card. It doesn't give a shit about your attack reduction, Slate Warrior. Don't know if I want to fodder the camel or not. If it survives, it survives, but if not, yeah. Well, of course. Maybe getting somewhere here. I've got something at least for a Magician of Faith to recover. Let's start by flip summoning the camel. Start. I would set Sphinx, but it'll just get run into by DD Warrior Lady and removed. I think the play might be to try and get Vampire Lord out. Failing that, yeah, naturally. Might as well chain. We'll get an extra draw off that as well. It's basically the same hand. It's the thing, I don't know if I'm greedy enough to... Nah, I was considering saving the tokens for next turn when Solemn's up so I can get an extra 500, but chances are it's going to get removed anyway, so... We'll take what we can get. Lol, 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 lol. I'm just bouncing back anything, really. Oh dear. I'm gonna waste some cards here. I just wanted the extra draw, like, before I eventually set Sphinx out. Unless they have access to some back row removal, they won't be able to remove it this time with Lady. Beep boop. You fool! I'm just going to bounce all these guys back. I don't particularly want to chance them getting Raphael out. Bloody hell. I could have just used the hammer. I mean... Fucking hell. I think the plan is wait until Sangan's out. I don't know, because then I'm just giving them a search, aren't I? Before I use Darkhold. Difficult. Difficult to say. I've got an awful lot of good stuff in here, have I? Like, reload might be nice to get, but it's kind of a waste for faith cycling. Let's see what they put out next. Well, I have a cheeky Skittle, maybe? That nearly went down the wrong way. Ooh. Sangan get the search. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Remind yourself, if that does get set rather than summoned, for the love of Christ, don't attack any face downs. I'm getting my draws out of the way before Protector comes out. Let's have a look here. That looks good. Oh yeah, I can just discard the Oracle Dig. I don't need it in this one. In this matchup, I do believe. Yeah, elected to summon, which is what I feared. The amount of times when I've been farming but I've forgotten to activate Solemn, actually ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Although, actually no, we've got an out here. Unless this is an MST or Dust Tornado. Oh, Book of Moon. I've not seen the AI use Book of Moon not often. baited, motherfucker. Nah, I was thinking maybe they'd keep it face down. Don't know if that was maybe a bit optimistic. Keep that as a backup. Keep that in hand for now, and then we'll see if a hand gets full or if anything gets popped. We'll keep things as they are. Okay. So it's not a bottomless there. I was worried about that though. No, we're about to take a lot of damage on board. Activate swords. I think this is a recycling ability, but I'm not sure. After this card is flipped, when it is sent to the graveyard, both you and your opponent select one monster from the respective graveyards and special summon it on the field in face-up attack position. And face down ability. No tribute is required. Naturally. Ah, they didn't tribute Protector. Could be in a sticky situation coming up in a second. But the fact I drew an extra magician there means that I was thinking of doing Tsukiyomi's strats, but I can do that on the Magician of Faith I've got in my hand. I'm honestly thinking of tripping in to get Sphinx and Christ, what other thing I have. I'm supposed to dark holding it. It's just a matter of what I want to get. Go greedy. No, that's not Sphinx. I hate that they shuffle your hand like that sometimes. It's just no way that I can't autopilot. So we can't draw yet, but after we flip the Sphinx. Yeah, excellent. Rugweed. Ammo. But we've not got any back row to support it, so we'll just set Skangle. Put you face down. And turn, and it'll be nice to get Patrician out, but I'll probably just discard the turtle. I'm gonna flip summon this just in case they feel like next turn they want to try attacking with Slate Warrior for some reason instead of getting Protector out. Fortunately, Protector is limited. Oh, look at that! So there's only one you have to deal with. Pot of Greed, Pot of Greed. Why was I gonna go to sleep? Nursery rhyme. Bloody hell. I'm losing it. Yeah. GG. I'm just gonna run Sangan in because I have 4 pieces in my hand. Doesn't matter what the back row is, so long as Sangan gets popped on the field, gets me to search, get to the last piece, save having to go through the animation of Pot of Greed and Solemn activating for maybe getting the card and maybe not getting the card, so. You win! Hopefully this is going to get us enough that we can do 2 sets of card getting. Yeah, so password I've been using a lot. I've got to fucking scroll. Okay. So, I kind of have an idea what's going on in these packs, but also at the same time, completely forgot, so we'll have a gander. We'll go through one by one. I've usually been doing, just using B. Ooh, Silent Swordsman level 7. Never had one of these. Negate the effect of all spell cards on the field. Oof. 2,800. I don't know, I think, is it Harvest level 8, but you can choose to negate spell cards, which is... Let's see, Enchanted Arrow, Satellite Cannon, ooh, Dark Magic Ritual, hello. There's Demonic Control. Some rituals. These ritual support cards would have been fucking good for doing that ritual challenge. Kill for the Legend. Time Machine. Teva. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. So these, I guess, are cards which were limited runs or like came with games, or came with starter decks, but you couldn't get them via like packs at the time. I think Card Destruction was another one, but while it says it's not new here, I've had to use a password to get because it was useful for challenges. I know that came with a game. Magical Blast. Interesting. Kuna with chain. It's a thing that Joe used. Foolish would have been nice for some of these things as well. Graceful Charity. Good Spirit. Air King Truesdale. Chimera, a flying mythical beast. Knight's Emblem, is it? Knight's Tail. Knight's Title, rather. Metal Morph as well. Ooh. Some good shit in here. Mind you, 1,000 a pack is... Oof. It's fairly nice, though, to see that you get at least 5 cards. Unlike some other packs. A bit of a letdown towards the end, but yeah, some good stuff in there. We'll see what's in the other pack. Percentage is a lot higher on this one already, but hopefully we'll get some nice interesting stuff. Not a good start, but yeah. Fortress. My goodness. I've not seen this card before. It's Yami Yugi. half at a 10. Pay half your life points to select one of the following conditions and effects. If a friendship is in your graveyard, your opponent cannot set, summon, flip summon, special summon, or activate an effect monster until the end of a turn. If a unity is in your graveyard, effects from spell and trap cards on your opponent's side of the field are cancelled, and your opponent cannot activate or set or spell or trap cards until the end of the turn. That's one way to make use out of unity and friendship. Fucking hell. 2750 Sangenjin. Select either Summoned Skull or any Thunder type monster. All opponent's monsters with defense lowered, and the attack of selected card is destroyed. Like, I've seen this have like so many different effects, and I've completely forgotten that was it. Like, I don't know if it's gotten a different effect somewhere else, but like, I think during the anime it was like it made rain, and then Summoned Skull blasted the shit out of Great Moth. Speaking of friendship. Request a handshake from your opponent. If your opponent responds with a handshake, both players' life points become 1/2. I hate when they say 1/2. Just use half. Half your life points of the total life points. If you have unity in your hand, by showing your opponent that card, they must respond with a handshake. I think Ranked and Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe covered this. I think, if I recall correctly, given how unusual this card effect is, I think they must, let's see, by showing your opponent that card, they must respond with a handshake. If your opponent was, like, and again, I think the translation gets a bit iffy, but I think you can only, like, you can get away with not having the actual handshake, because yeah, sometimes people are weird and you don't want to touch them. Can't believe I said that. But yeah, I guess you can consent to the idea of having a handshake and then make your life points half, and then I guess having unity will just make them like have half life points. It's weird. Also, friendship for the card name. This is I suppose it's a Japanese pun, which exists throughout of Yu-Gi-Oh's run, which is why Yugi and Joey are named as such, is because, well, it's Jonochi for Joey's name in Japanese. But if you take the first parts of both of their names, that being the Yu for Yugi and the Jo for Jonochi, and put them together, you get Yujo, which is the Japanese word for friendship. And yeah, like when I first found out, I was like, it's rather touching, like a really nice touch. It's like, that's fairly cool, and it's a great way to learn new words and stuff if you can put them to a story like that. I don't think I'd want to try and learn kanji that way as well, but you know, you never know. Realize, I think this is a way you can also get alternate art. I think I can show that off after this. There's quite a few instances of cards having alternate artworks which you can unlock via these different packs. Bonus seal, which is this one? Control of each monster on the field returns to its original owner. Never seen that one before. Interesting. And the final one was a bit of a letdown. Well, if anything, we got like a nice little lesson from about a Japanese word and the origins of the card name, which is, I think it's interesting. Not free jewel, deck edit. I want to go here. Normal monsters, 7+. Yeah, so we've got a few instances that I can remember here. Detail, can I scroll between each one? No. So we've got 1, 2, These are just the ones I've unlocked. There might be more. 4 different instances of Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, what else? Launcher Spider was one as well, which was interesting. It's the one I'm familiar with, and then I guess this is the original one, maybe? Which I've never seen in the UK. Red Eyes has one, or a couple of other. So that's the one from the starter deck. This one I hadn't seen before playing this game. This is from I think a Japanese structure deck, which had Guildford in. Or was it this one? Like, both of these are like very similar, but like just a different colour. I guess they're for special occasions. I think Slot Machine might have an alternative artwork in here. I'm trying to think off the top of my head which other ones might have been there. Launcher Spider. So an spell or is the... I'm trying to think if Monster Reborn might have one. And if I have it or not. Like some of these, like they do have alternate artworks, but yeah, I don't have the original Ankh of Monster Reborn. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones spell trap wise. Unity. It's like monster on the field with us. Interesting. I'm trying to think. It's not time of it. Panther Warrior might have one, I think. Again, I don't know. Dark Magician Girl I might also check, because I feel like that would be a prime candidate. Yeah, here we go. So we've got Panther Warrior, and we've got an alternative Panther Warrior here, which I'd already unlocked, and that was the first time I'd seen it. And I suppose I'm just slowly going through and checking anything else. Like, I'm probably gonna miss something, but one of the challenges that I hadn't unlocked was because I don't have perfectly ultimate Great Moth, and that challenge requires successfully summoning it and win the duel. So that's going to be interesting to do at one point. There is an alternative of Guildford where it's kind of like a face-on thing, and there's a lot more shiny from what I can recall. But obviously I don't have that. I don't know if there's another one of Gate Guardian maybe. I'm just slowly working my way towards Dark Magician. Oh, Dark Magician Girl, I have it. There are instances of alternate elemental hero artworks for like normal monsters, but I don't think they're in this game. I think they were released quite a while afterwards, maybe. Slowly coming up. Yeah. So I don't have the alternates. Oh wait, no, do I? Oh yeah, I thought this was Toon Dark Magician Girl for some reason. This one, from my experience, came out as a collector's tin, and then this is the standard one you'd get in a pack of. Was it Magician's Force, maybe? That's the ones I can remember off the top of my head. I'm not sure if there's any other ones. There might be Wonder Breaker. Coming to the very end here. Yeah, what's that? Well, at least those ones I can think of that were featured in this game. So, let's just end it on the status screen there. Thanks for anyone who came out and watched these at any point. Hope you found something interesting in there through my ramblings and stuff. Obviously, I feel like I'll do a lot better if I do this sort of thing in post-commentary format. But practice is practice. Gotta get used to it. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this Yu-Gi-Oh playthrough. Glad I got this finished before I head back. Subsequent streams, which would have been for Yu-Gi-Oh, will be dedicated to either Digimon or to Crash Team Racing. I definitely want to try and get Digimon finished because I can definitely finish that. Crash Team Racing is going to be up in the air owing to the fact that it requires skill rather than just spamming potions and shit. So that one's a bit up in the air. Like some of these, I might consider. I might consider streaming when I get back, but again, it depends on the infrastructure, and it's not been that good in the past. I'm gonna miss this room. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you, and give me some tips on how to be a better streamer, because I know I need to be. I'm not the best at the moment, but you know, practice makes perfect. I'm gonna take a couple celebratory Skittles here. I've got a red, an orange, and a black. Very nice. Excellent. I'm gonna wait until after I end this stream before I eat them though. Oop, had a cough going on there. Well, held it in. Okay. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you for other upcoming finals coming this weekend and the following week. So, until then, bye bye.